Well, there is a reason why they call him the king, and now LeBron James has a new crown and jewel in his well, he has a new jewel in his crown. There we go.
You're exactly right. You're so flustered. It's such a great thing. Here's the deal. Last night, the 19-time All-Star eclipsed the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most points in NBA history. A fun story today for once. James ended the game with 38,352 points. He needed 36 to set the record. The Lakers star did that in 3 quarters and finished the night with 38. Abdul-Jabbar was in attendance and joined James on the court to celebrate that achievement. Let's bring in sports journalist and author Bill Rhoden now. He spent more than 20 years with the New York Times and is now with Scape. It explores intersections of race, sports, and culture. It's great to have you with us on this kind of remarkable day for LeBron James. He says he wasn't counting, it wasn't something he wanted. And let's also mention, he's not finished yet. We talk about his legacy. He still has many more years to play, perhaps. What do you make of this record?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a great accomplishment, and very few people come into the pro ranks, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, with the type of hype that LeBron entered the NBA with and live up to it. I mean, invariably, we're usually disappointed. Invariably, we're sort of let down. People don't live up to the hype. And I think the most incredible thing about LeBron is that not only has he lived up to the hype, but he surpassed it. And so I think it's incredible. And you're right, he's got probably at least 2 more years to go. So, I thought that this was one of those records, like Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak and Bob Gibson's ERA would probably never be broken. It just seemed out of sight. And the fact that LeBron broke it and needed fewer games is a testament to a lot of things, but I think it's just a testament to his consistency, his durability, and also I think it's kind of fitting that LeBron has the same type of off-the-court presence in terms of social justice and that Kareem has. So I just think it's all the way around. I think it's just really a phenomenal accomplishment.
Yeah, Bill, I'm glad that you brought that up, because also seeing those images of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar standing proudly there with LeBron as he shattered his record, the record that he held for more than 3 decades. I just want to give a rose to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and how classy it is for him to be able to do that and give you an opportunity to talk about, I guess, it looked like there's a mentorship relationship even between the two.
Yeah, I mean, Kareem is, it's sort of, he's been the sage and sort of the grumpy old man. I mean, he's criticized LeBron for a couple things. That kind of goes with the territory as we get older,
right.
And we have mentees. Part of the deal is kind of slapping him around a little bit, but I think that he's also very, very proud that if there was going to be somebody who would break his record, it would be somebody whose career is not just about points on the court, but it's about points off the court. So, yeah, I think that, Kareem held the record for 39 years, which is a long time. But at some point, you have to pass the torch. And you just hope that when you pass the torch, it's to somebody who's worthy. And I think that LeBron is that, he's built a school. He's like I said, was an enthusiastic participant in Black Lives Matter. He called POTUS 45 a bum when he was in the White House. I mean, so I just think that LeBron is a very worthy successor to Kareem. And I think that Kareem's probably, if somebody's got to break the record, might as well be somebody like that.
Right. It's cool to watch, and we appreciate you giving us some insight as well on what's been a remarkable day for LeBron James, who, as you say, still has a couple more years left in him. Bill, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Bill.
Sure.